with that, Justin. Go ahead and pipe in Maxime Bernier.
Aujourd'hui, les Beaucerons ont décidé d'accorder leur confiance à quelqu'un d'autre. J'accepte avec humilité et je félicite le nouveau député de Beauce, M. Lehoux.
Kian, do you want to translate?
Merci à mon équipe électorale de la Beauce qui a fait un travail extraordinaire.
Should I try to translate?
I want to congratulate the new MP for Beauce. My heart goes out to our 315 candidates across the country. Yeah. They shown extraordinary courage and passion in defending our principles and policies. They did it despite nasty and shameless attacks from our opponents. They made huge personal sacrifice to offer voters a principled alternative different from that of all the other parties. But what they did was not in vain. What we managed to accomplish in only 1 year is spectacular. Nous avions plus de 315 candidats et candidates du Parti populaire à travers le pays. Ils ont fait preuve d'un courage et d'une passion extraordinaire et remarquable en défendant nos principes et nos valeurs. Ils l'ont fait malgré des attaques honteuses de la part de nos opposants. Ils ont fait d'immenses sacrifices personnels pour offrir aux électeurs canadiens.
So it appears that Maxime Bernier has lost in his own riding. So I just want to say Maxime tried to accomplish something from nothing as quickly as he could. I'd argue that the People's Party of Canada had not yet reached maturity. But even more than that, the greatest loss in this election would be Maxime himself. I don't agree with the policies put forth by Andrew Scheer. I think he's a very weak leader, as evidenced to the losses that could have been gains in this election for the Conservative Party. It's really funny because if I go back a little bit in this clip, all thanks to Rebel Media for the clip shown in this video, but Ezra Levant and Keenan Bexley were talking about what was it about Scheer that made him appealing to vote for? What's so special about him? And neither of them could come up with any answers. But Ezra said something like, there's no Andrew Scheer mania. There's no ultimate loyalty to Scheer. He's not a leader that inspires anyone and doesn't inspire loyalty. So where I might get heck for this, but I'll say it anyways. Where Maxime Bernier screwed up was leaving the Conservatives in the first place. Now, perhaps it's still a bit early to say like that. There's quite a few ridings not accounted for. But if Max is not the leader, then I guess there is no PPC. You know what I mean? So the greatest loss is the man himself. He should have stayed in spite of what can only be the infighting and so on and so forth in the Conservative Party and their bureaucracy and nonsense. He should have stayed in the Conservative Party, because there's a point that was raised, is that it is, I don't know how likely it is that Andrew Scheer will remain the leader of that party now. despite all the scandals, despite everything, all the ammunition they had to go to war with Trudeau, Andrew Scheer didn't make a lot of progress, let's call it, a lot of success out of it. He didn't take advantage of the political moments of opportunity, so to speak, because he's not a wise leader, nor somebody, I feel, who works hard enough to inspire Canadians. Maxime had the principles, had the right special attributes that make him a potentially great leader. But unfortunately, now that he's slated to lose in his own riding, his political career could be at risk for the foreseeable future. I look forward to what he's going to do next. Really, I hope he doesn't quit politics. I hope he tries to find another way in. But essentially, the greatest loss for me is that the man himself, Maxime, wouldn't have been able to run on his principles within the Conservative Party as it exists right now. But at least if Scheer became unpopular enough within his own party, Maxime could step in and take over the party leadership. I'm sure that would be possible for him now, given that the Conservatives haven't gained all that much ground, and it's still possible that the Liberals might form a majority. Like, they're not that far away. I think at the current count, it's, 170, so that's 14 seats away from victory. So it's not that much. It's not much. Andrew Scheer has deeply, deeply failed the Conservative Party. I can say that with confidence. He has. And just to name a few points, he had the Rebel News attacked, essentially, and arrested and kicked out. And his tactics with the Kinsella case, the Kinsella smear campaign on Maxime Bernier proves to me that Scheer is not a responsible leader. He cheated his way to victory. But it wasn't victory. Of course, many Canadians saw through it. And so his tactics of kissing up to the Eastern media and so forth and bow down to that kind of power, that was an absolute silly and vain tactic to use. So here's Maxime with I think his wife, and he's just saying thank you to the people that supported him. And but as I said again, I'll say it one last time before I go tonight, the greatest loss is the man himself. This man really, really needs to be at the front lines, so to speak. And well, if he's out, he's out. But you know, I really wish now that he hadn't quit the Conservative Party, because he has gone from legitimacy to illegitimacy overnight. And I really hope that he's going to come back from it, but I think maybe it was premature to form the People's Party of Canada. It was premature in the sense that the infrastructure had not yet been established properly, and that Maxime is the reason I'd vote for that party. But sadly, that's not enough. You have to have a good infrastructure of support, And speaking for myself in my own writing, the candidate here has not even come on my door, has not sent me any mail. I discovered Maxime Bernier on YouTube, and that's why I supported him. But you know, it's a tragedy. This is a loss for Conservatives. The People's Party of Canada might be dissolved tonight. The Bloc Québécois has done immense work. It's gained tremendous ground. But I just want to say thank you for your support ahead of time. So have a good night. Thank you.